Today I'm going to be showing you some photos from the Alexander Hamilton Part 3 episode of History Shelf. And I'm going to have to break this video into two parts because there's just too many photos to show you. History Shelf is available wherever you listen to your podcasts. This is Angelica Hamilton, and she was one of Alexander Hamilton's daughters. She first showed up in episode 2, but I forgot to include her in one of the videos. When she was 17 years old, her brother Philip was unalived. This caused her to have a mental breakdown. He would talk to Philip like he was still alive. There would be times where she wouldn't be able to recognize her own family members. And she reverted back to a childlike state, and she remained that way for the rest of her life. This is William Stephen Hamilton. He was one of Alexander Hamilton's sons. He also showed up in episode 2, but I forgot to include him in one of the videos. This is Lieutenant Colonel Edward Antill, and he was the father of Francis Antill. Francis was the child that Alexander Hamilton fostered for 10 years. This is Charlotte Ribron. She was Francis's mother. This is Aaron Burr, and he was a rival of Alexander Hamilton, and he is the one that unalived Alexander. This is Mariah Reynolds. Alexander had an affair with her, and that affair caused a scandal. This is James Monroe. He was one of the men that found out about Alexander's affair, and he confronted him about it. He later went on to become the 5th President of the United States. This is Frederick Muhlenberg. He was another man that found out about the affair. This is Abraham Venable. He was the other man that found out about the affair. This is David Galston. He was the friend of James Monroe that was at his house whenever Alexander came over and James and Alexander got in a heated argument. This is John Adams. Alexander and John were not fans of each other. John was the 2nd president of the United States. And this is Thomas Pinckney. He was John Adams' first running mate, and Alexander wanted him to be president.